How you doing? This is Don, Kingdom 362, and today we're going to start doing some older videos. We're going to rehash some of the older stuff for the newer players. And the reason we're going to do this is some of my content's almost a year old. They've patched, what, must be 30 times since then. And we're going to start from scratch on how to level fast. Now, it's actually a little harder than it used to be in some aspects, and it's easier in other aspects. And we're going to go over that in the course of several videos. But we're going to start with the fact that this is a phone game as it's designed, but because it's a strategy game and there is just extreme long play sessions, we're going to start by doing something a lot of people ask me about, and that is building an account on my computer. So you see on my computer. Now I use a thing called Mimu that allows me to have several accounts for doing all kinds of stuff for you guys. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to build a new Android emulator. Now you can get BlueStacks or things, whatever it takes. This allows me to build a new account. All right. And I'm going to rename this one. This one's called the patch account because I'm redoing videos for the patch. So we're going to start our new emulator, and it's going to have to do some updating, things like that. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do, where is it at? There we go. Nope, not it. Is you're going to want to go get a new Gmail account. Create a Gmail account. That way you can bind this account so you don't get lost. So whether you're building a farm, or you're building your first account, or you want to take the account you've already built and move it to a computer, you have to bind it before you start doing that. Okay, so if it's on your device and it's not bound, it's not saved. You gotta let the oops. I am going to do a couple things here that will show you some of the things I can do. All right, because I'm going to make this a little bit more powerful emulator, and I'm going to make it a high quality picture. And then for this game, when you make an emulator, DirectX is what you need for it to be. And not always an option with your emulator, and it's a little smart. Some of the emulators are a little smart. So think, no, not what I want to do. Cancel. Well, it starts the button I'm looking for. Alright, and you see it blew up big. But now I can expand it once it actually starts. Okay. Now, get our little ad. It's free, so it's got ads in it. And then we can go to the Play Store, and we're going to be adding an account. Now I'm going to pull it back off screen here to put my new information in, because I found that on film the password tends to let you do the keystrokes before it hides the keystrokes. Well, you little rat bastard. Something updated while I was typing, so it closed my window down. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my Google password into my new Android emulator. That's going to bind my new Android emulator to my new Google account. All right, so I can come back over here. And now I can go into the Play Store. And I can type in Guns of Glory and install the game. Complete account setup. What it's really going to be asking me to do is put a payment system in. I'm not going to do that. We will start this for free, and then probably video 2 or 3, I will go get a Google Play card. I highly recommend you just use Google Play cards for playing games that you pay for. These are casino style games. There is an addictive nature that they build into the game, and having a limit where you got to get up out of your house and go spend money helps you control how much you spend habit. And if you find yourself stretching to buy those to play the game, deleting the game doesn't help because you bound it. Unbind the game and quit. Go in there, unbind it, then turn it off, then delete the game. Destroy your game if you find yourself being addicted and can't control your spending. It's these things are not worth your livelihood. You know, make sure you got food in the refrigerator before you got Google Play cards in your pocket. It's my recommendation when you're playing these games is think of it as a replacement of entertainment. If you go out to the movies and dinner once a week, well, that's $40-$60 that you spend on entertainment. Well, it's fine to replace that money into a game that you play all week long. It's not fine to add that money. Though I'm still going out on Friday night, but then I'm going to spend another $100 on the game. That's where you start stretching your finances. Replace the finances. Not that you have to spend $40-$60 a week. That's actually a mid to high level player. Now there's a couple different ways that we can play this, and we're going to do this in the way I'm recommending now. It's much faster to level a character in an older kingdom. The beast sizes are bigger. Once you grow your troop sizes up a little bit, you can get your player XP and your lord XP, and all these things grow quicker, and the loot's bigger and fatter. In new kingdoms, they have these restricted growth built in. Every other week, they increase the beast level size. And here you see our normal game launch. And something you don't normally hear in one of my videos, which is the Guns of Glory music. I will get in there and turn that off immediately. Of course, we got our initial load, which even though we downloaded the game, there's lots of cached graphics and stuff that have to load up. All right, here's our opening scenario. Even if you're transferring between kingdoms or moving an account, let's say you added a second device, right? You're going to get this. You're not even going to be able to move your long established account until you get through this. So they got their little movie. You want to watch it, you watch it. I've seen it. All right, so we're going to skip. The movie's quite good. It makes you think there's going to be this animated graphic scenario going on in there, and there's not. There's math that mimics the animated, but the animations don't follow the game itself. But that's true of almost every game. They spend more money on the trailer than they do on the graphic artist that builds the graphics inside the thing. And that's usually because they have to lowest common denominator the devices. They want to be in countries where there is crappier devices as a norm. All right, so let's go get rid of that music. Oh, I can't even do that until I get through this first stage. All right, guys, I'm going to show you. We're talking about how to level fast. Watch this. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm not even clicking on things. All right, and I'm going to get up to a level here to where if you remove an account over to a new device, you get up to this spot. where you're building the second farm. We X out of it. Then we can come over to this page and get into our game settings, of course, where we turn off sounds. And one of the things you want to turn off is map tap. What map tap is let's say a march is above a city and you go to click on the city, it automatically clicks on the march. So if you have, like, say, a dozen people heading the same place at the same time, like a fortress, and you're trying to click on the fort to get in, turn the map tap off. It's a good practice to just turn it off. So we'll come back to this for the scenario, but we want to bind our account. All right. Account management. Built a Google account. And because I went in there and bound it to the device, that's all I had to do. All bound up. And everybody on film who just saw that email, I will never answer a single email that's ever been sent to that ever. This is a dead account. Excuse me. All right. So if you were building a farm account and needed to move it over, now the other thing, and I think we have to get to a certain level here. We've got quests to do. Now, guys, I want to tell you about these quests. They're out of order. They're antiquated. Okay, there's no rhyme to the reason. They literally were built as phone game quests where they thought people would log in once every few days. And people log in every day and they get ahead of themselves. Now, there's quests that are going to go up in there, kill one of these, kill 10 of these. And it's going to be where they'll get out of order. Wait a second. Was that what I was supposed to build? Now, this is what we're trying to finish right here. Of course, through the tutorial, it's always easy. It's always quick. Oh my gosh, it'll be so easy. Just click. The tutorial area is way too long, okay, for this game, because it landed me in a new kingdom. And the first people in new kingdoms are often the Chinese and the Russian farmers setting up bot farms where they're going to have, I mean, look, almost nobody's speaking English. I don't even know what kingdom I'm in. Let's go take a look. Map. I'm in Kingdom 450. Okay, and I'll bet you. I go in here and let's go to Kingdom 4768 or something like that. And so 450 is the new kingdom. Yeah. Now, you see these flags? Now, I thought that meant, well, it's a U.S. kingdom, and therefore it's on U.S. time, so I'll move to one of those. That's not what that means. It means the current king happens to be United States. So in 2 weeks' time, you go over there and find out that the mine's been British and Canadian for forever. Matter of fact, I think when it's my king rotation, which is the next king rotation, I'll be the first U.S. king that we've had. And which would be kind of true to the timing of the server of the kingdom, because there's very few of us from the United States. It's just The lowest population of players in the GOG game is Californians because of the West Coast time, and it should be one of the highest population of players. And it has to do with the fact that this game has tied its reset times and server times to when it's convenient to the people living in China, because it's convenient to the workers of that company, and that company is bases everything around its workday. Talking to the employees over at GeoGeo stuff, they take lunch like a regimented. I mean, like kids go in the cafeteria in the store. I mean, it's 11 o'clock, time to go to lunch. There's no straight through work ethic type thing going on there. So go to the lumberyard, build another lumberyard. We're going to have to build a lot of these things, but don't get ahead of yourself. Well, we can level them up for free all we want. All right. Now, I think there's a couple different things that go on in here. Okay, one, we bound the account, so we got some loot from doing that. All right. The other thing we're going to, we got 2 of these. The beginner teleports. Gives us 2 chances to go to another kingdom before level 6. So my recommendation is to go to an older kingdom. So we're going to go to my kingdom because I know it's a good kingdom. The best kingdom. All right. And we just click anywhere. Join kingdom. Yes. As long as I'm not castle level 6, I can join any of the older kingdoms. Like I said, that was a brand new kingdom. It's going to be 2 months before they do the high-end stuff. Well, so I'm going to spend 2 months building the account anyway, right? Why would I want to restrict the amount of experience I get from killing a mob? Why would I want to? Why would I not want to be in an alliance? See, I'm going to get more loot for joining an alliance. I'm going to go RRG. Search. Apply. And there's no way. Just happens to be one of my players. Oh. Can't burn 200 on a shout out. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you a dirty little secret here. All these ones up here, don't claim them. It's real tempting to go through there and get that cheapy XP. But as your account grows, the amount of XP you get for these gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you wait till you're way down the road building level 26 stuff, this stuff becomes worth a lot, where you can like shoot up an RSS and stuff really fast. So if you can avoid the temptation of claiming this stuff early, don't. These down here are just about worthless. But you see here where it says kill 3 level 1 beasts. All right, so we're going to start. Yeah, rename. Now, what are we going to name this account? I kind of do cartoony things for the farms. But I'll tell you what, I've been on a Dukes of Hazzard theme here lately, and I've got the other 3. So we use that. We got that for joining. We got some talent points here. Now one of the quests is the construction. Has 5 points in it. And we are going to need food production more than we're going to need wood production. You are always going to need more food than anything else. and wood just drops off of everything. All right. So, tell you what I can do here real quick is I can go. This is why we use the multiple browsers. I can actually log into my other account and accept myself. It's late in the night. I don't know what time is it here. Oh, early in the morning, Sunday morning, 5 a.m., which is about 2 o'clock time, British time, so one of my R4 should have been on. Now, one of the benefits of going into an alliance that's established, if you can find one that's active, is we're going to get lots of help timers. So things are going to get built like super quick because our research is done, things like that. When they click the help button, I get 30 helps at 2 to 3 minutes each. Well, those are our timers. That's all the way to like level 10. So you get C10 done for freaking free by going in an older kingdom like this. Plus, we still got to do like the kill 3 level 1 mobs. So I'm going to hunt, kill the level 1 mobs, and we're going to find 10 of them. Actually, I think the level 1s is only 3. But because these quests are going to be hidden from us, you need to keep count. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so we're over here in reports. I'm going to delete that, yes. I'm going to get my level 1 mob kill here. All right. I'm going to get loot from my first kill. Go back down to reports. I'm going to star it. Why am I starring it? Because I'm going to count to 10. Because this thing now says you kill level 1. How about some level 2s? Well, I'm going to run out of level 1s. All right, so a minute out. And I'm going to start multitasking. What do we got to do here? Build some stables. Let's build some stables. And I can go over to my alliance. Oh. And it's just taking a bit to load up, really. Oh, because we got to wait for the ads. Got to have those ads. How dare we not try to sell you something? I'm complaining, guys. They've got me a little pissy lately. Okay, so I couldn't because I'm too low to join my own alliance. But I can go in there and request that that thing join my alliance. I won't let anybody that small ask to be in the alliance. There's two things that go on with these things being farms. If they're under level 20, they're going to be spawning food and wood tiles around them all the stinking time instead of iron and silver. So you don't want them within 150 kilometers of your alliance. Okay, so I don't need to have my castle or my farm in my alliance to grow. Okay, and I just got 200 gold. I'm being invited to join Rogers Raiders, which I'm going to accept. Yeah. This means a couple things. I can send stuff from my main over to, uh, you know, I, it takes a few minutes to send 2 million food. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to start questing again. Stables. Build the stables. Upgrade. It's going to be free. Claim and claim. Build a military tent. Like I said, don't get ahead of the quest because you only got limited space. Now go build some cavalry troops. Don't get crazy building tons of troops real fast. One of the reasons you don't want to turn around and build like a bunch of military tents and then have big long timers right off the bat is you're going to need your timers back. Okay, so don't go crazy on that stuff. And one of the dirty little secrets is, like, say I could go in there and let's say I can go cancel this because I already got credit for the 22 things. I can train. This is why you're gonna need your timers back. So let's say we're talking about leveling fast, right? I'm not actually building any troops, but I'm getting credit for I'll get credit for the quest. So I need 100 infantry troops. Well, 20 of them is going to take 5 minutes, right? So that's 30 minutes to build 100 of them. Well, we're not going to wait that long. I am going to start building some actual troops, though. So we're going to go in here and train, cancel, yes, train. We're just getting through these quests. And don't forget, we're at the same time we're going to build a clean account, one that when we go in here to do our dailies, when we go in to do dailies later, we're going to go hunt, right? Well, we're going to want to hunt the biggest mobs we possibly can. So when we want to hunt these level 31 witches, which drop the good loot later, we don't want our castle surrounded with level 1 mobs. So we're going to go in here and we're going to make sure we finish those quests. And I'll tell you one of the reasons I'm teaching this trick for doing the trains. There's going to be some quests to build artillery. See, I just built 100 infantry even though I didn't. All right. So now we're up to level 3, 3 level 2 base. Like I said, I think the level 1 was only 3. All right. I see them over there getting ready and building their castles up. And tomorrow's the event, which you see my castle's 2 level. Until you actually finish these quests, you don't get the event text. And we've already finished some of the other quests. And it would be nice if I could get this castle up fast enough to get into the event where I would get ribbons and then get, say, like the 50% off from the event. But you got to be C16, and there's no way I'm doing that in one day. It takes a few days. The upgrade my castle level 3. So that's why we want our timers back. All right, we want to keep our timers so we can keep going on our quests. that name on the airship, it's seen nowhere. No one else sees it. It was a afterthought, it seems like. So shooting range. Now, where you can set these things anywhere. So set them up in an order that makes sense to you, because it costs 200 gold to move them around later. Now I have a definite pattern on how I lay my castles out, and there's no other than making sure I've got a hospital here. Like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead, because it did just give me this. So I've got wow, it looks like it started it early. But look at this, because I do already have some stuff, I can go get special. We'll just level our airship right up, which is going to help us with our creation right off the bat. So we're going to take real good advantage of the event here. So whatever event, the videos are timed. And level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. All right. So we got a lot of free creation stuff there, which you haven't opened our creation yet. We are going to get on our creation as quickly as possible. Your creation is key, not only to damage later at high-end events, but the airship's power. Look at this. I'm getting all kinds of free loot. Upgrade to 20. We want to do that. Build your castle. See, it's not summon. We can summon it free. Got to be level 10. Well, you don't have to be level 10 no more. That's why we're redoing the videos. I hadn't gone back and done a new account in forever. Had to be level 10 to open this up before. Now you don't. Okay, so we're going guards. We don't have any guards. Should have had a captain. There we go. Appoint. Affirm. Now it's telling us I can get Inez free. I want her, because she has a 30-minute free timer. We're getting all kinds of stuff for free here. On guards, you're going to want to level up your greens first. That's not going to change. And I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get her for free. Upgrade buildings 15 times. There is 5 stuff from her. So on a brand new account, we're going to get lots of loot right out of the event here. Daily deals don't count towards your dollar spend. And it is. This is like the stupidest, easiest thing ever. I don't need to wait for it. I'm just trying to get my red lights off. Okay, we're going to go back to remember, this is the quest over here that we're working on. Upgrade a military tent to level 3. That's done. Build 2 level 3 military tents. And that's done. Get that level done. Claim. This is different than it used to be. And that's why I wanted to go back and redo it. So we're just following the bouncing ball. 3 level 3 farms. So get that to level 3. Get to level 4 actually. We're going to need that for later because I know they haven't undone everything. Yeah, so we need some level 3 lumber yards. Stronghold to level 4. And this is a power. They'll hit the help button. And we are going to go out here and hunt some level 1 or kill some level 2s. Now these I know I got to kill 10 of. Man. Because I got to double check because I'm freaking insane sometimes. Okay. Make sure I was actually recording this. Now, of course, I don't have any parcels to donate. And slay a level 2 beast. But we don't want to stop slaying level 2 beasts until we get down in our ports. Now I'm going to okay, so we know that that was a level 1. Stop there, and that was our first level 2, so I can start counting 10 from there. Because we don't want to start killing 3s just because we can. We want to keep killing 2s until we get 10 of them. Do your 10 all the way through. It helps you make sure your farm or low account is not a burden on the Alliance, because the game will spawn things so you can finish quests even though you can't see the quests. Okay, it's called seeding. It's been built into games for 20 years. This is one of these things where you just understand how gaming works, or how they go. They haven't changed their method in forever. Programmers are lazy. They're going to do the same thing over and over again until someone says you can't do that no more. And if you know how a computer works, random is the worst thing ever that you can launch as code. So having thousands of people with a random button where it randomly spawns stuff is hardware hell. So nothing is truly random. It's only made to appear that way, and that's why we call it seeding. So there's method to the madness, and that's why I know they're not doing it, is because you wouldn't want to pay for that much hardware. So we're getting tons of speed ups and stuff in here, which is good because they took them out of our expeditions. You've got to get so far in the expeditions to get speed ups, so they gave them back apparently in the starter quest. I'm glad I'm redoing these videos for you guys. It's not the same as it was. So how to level fast is going to be the name on this video, and there's a reason that we're doing this. I'm going through it quickly for a reason. So claim, confirm. Well, in order to do research, now I'm not going to put my thing there. And I'm actually not high enough to do the research thing yet. We're still... I'll burn a 5-minute there. Alright. I can now build an academy. And I like to put it there. Go as far as we can for free, right? I think the first one's free. Now, I'm going to buy that extra developer, and I'm going to buy some loot and gear, because if you spend about $10 per, 20 bucks properly, you can get right up to into playing into any event for a flat $20 fee and get there in less than 2 months. As long as you don't get it in your head that you want to be the superstar that's always in charge of everything, 20 bucks one time, you can play this game forever. Okay? Just get around good people. And you need to understand and learn what good people are. Not the purpose of this video, but this is about how to level quickly. Now remember, that quest for killing 3 is gone, and it doesn't show any more kill quests, but we don't care. Right? We're going to the reports. I've killed 2. I hadn't even killed 3 yet, so we're looking for level 2s. But you see, it's already showing me level 2s. That means we're out of level 2s in my area. And that's why we're doing this, is because you'd have to start hunting further and further to find a level 2, and then the march takes forever. Plus, you're hunting around. But you see, we got like level 32s and stuff out there. So when we get our march size and our marches built up here, we can get 10,000 XP per kill and just go plowing through the... There's a 1. Now, we don't have multiple marches. There's a 3. We don't want to kill him because that will automatically have our... If I kill a 3 now, it will automatically start telling us about level 4s. We want to be able to use this hunt feature for as long as we can. And right now it's 40 seconds. So what you do is you kill it, be patient, let the respawn work, get some other quests done. All right. Uh, Upgrade the barracks, level 4. So we got a quest for making some C2s. Train. Cancel. Yes. Train. You see it's taking longer to build them because we're building more because we built extra tents. So, but how fast we get this done. How many did you say I needed to build? Oh, look at that. They patched that. I am making. Oh, because I'm not making level 2s. That's why. Okay, so go to upgrade. Talent points. Tell you what, since we are killing beasts, we can make our beast march faster. And we do have loot already. So, instant stats from the events. This is nice. Which includes march speed stuff. And a little bit of gold. I won't be able to open these for till the reset of the next day. So it's not broke. It's just a weird bug that they built into the system because they think people hop around for 10, 12 gold here and there. And apparently probably somebody did it robotically. So I need to upgrade to 4. I need an extra March cube at 500 gold, which I don't have right now. And we just leveled up our lord a bunch. Talent points there. Let's make that go faster. Start speeding up research. Alright, so we can start training T2s on our infantry. Let's go into development. Alright, guys. I am going to shorten this. We've gone through this real quick. I'm going to finish up this level of quest because we're going to start hitting some timers. Take advantage of any events that are taking place at the time. Stockpile those speed ups. Just stockpile them for way later. If you got to wait 4 or 5 minutes now, do it. Don't burn speed ups. You're gonna want every one of them that you can get later. You need to learn to be a hoarder in some aspects and not others. There's no sense. Player EXP, there's no sense stockpiling that. But there is a benefit to stockpiling Airship XP uh, for waiting and wait till events, because you see right here, I'm burning it up now and I'm getting something in return. The So we're gonna get up some levels here. Okay, so our creation's open. Reanimate our creation. There's a little storyline there that's not really a storyline. Guys, catacombs. Now hold on. Our thing gave us free loot, but I bet I can't build it. I'm gonna have to build it, and I don't have anything to do it with. So designs, go to craft, craft. See, it would cost 1,400 gold. Not worth it. It's gonna drop all that stuff for free here in a minute. So go in here. It's designed to trick you to spend money. You don't need to. The end of the dungeon is always 6 tiles away from the start. So when I didn't see it there, that's why I went back. All right, so you remember we got some free EXP down in here, right? So let's go use it for our creation. And it might get us some free talents. It did. We jumped right to level 8. Now what I like to do is I like to go in the warrior path right off the bat. And I'll follow the top line. Okay? And so when we're in creation and we got designs, now the green gear doesn't have any special, but once we start getting the blue gear, there'll be 3 sets of loot with 3 different names no matter what color the gear is. The warrior path is the middle set. There's 6 pieces of one name, 6 pieces of another, 6 pieces of a third. And literally, you match it. The first talent tree, if you're going to follow the brutal path, it's the first 6. If you're on the warrior path, it's the second 6. If you're on the explosive path, it's the third 6. All right? And I'm going to do something, well, too late to do it on this one. I'll reset it later. I find the warrior path to be the easiest way to get up there. Following the explosive path takes a little bit longer to get up there, but you don't have to redo it to play PvP later. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. There is a little bit of reward in PvP, but you're against the entire game of GOG and PvP. You'll never catch up at this point. That area of the game is still broken. So I tell people by default, stick to the warrior path so that you can get up there quickly and get some stuff going. So let's get a few of these components. So we're not saving anything below 616. And right now we're in the middle of the event. We want to burn it all anyway and get as much free loot as we can. So airship abilities. And I can't swap off anything because I haven't added anything. But the first thing I'm going to add, and I'm going to upgrade my beast march speed. So that chasing down these critters, now it still won't let me move it. But I got to assign that to the beast tab. And first thing we're going to assign to the beast tab is always March cap. Now we're going to do that. And I don't own anything to make those with, so remember we're hunting level 2s, got to remember that. And it's not letting us. So we're waiting that spawner right out. Or we're going to be chasing them later. Now, got to learn that dirty little secret to blow this thing up. Go into your castle view, go to report, go to our last piece, and then click on it. And now we can see much more of the map at one time. See, there's level 3s. And we can go out a little further and find a level 2 that's probably just a little further out. Level 3s. And this is why we don't want to skip over those quests in the center, is you got to do this times 10 times mob. So you're talking like 190 times the time we're wasting here looking for a level 2. And I'm doing it for film purposes, because otherwise I would skip over. And if you want to be one of those people that skips over that for leveling up quickly, that's fine. But you're going to have to come back and do it, or your farm is a burden on your alliance because it's bringing low-level mobs in. And if you're one of those, I don't give a shit what happens to other people, screw them. Well, don't come to me. I'll know your castle spawning low-level mobs. I'll kick and burn your ass if you think you're going to lie to me. It's just something we mathematically figured out a long time ago, because I want my 100 players to log in and be able to do their dailies in 5 minutes and get the maximum amount of loot. I don't want them hunting around for something to kill, because if everybody had low-level mobs around them, they'd have to be hunting for high-level mobs. So later on, we don't want them to have to hunt for these things. We want this hunt tab to do that for us. Right? So I need to kill one more level 2 in order to get my 3s. Because I don't think the level 2s requires 10s. I think the 10s start at 3. And if I'm wrong, I'll go hunt that one mob. But I'm not going to do it times 160, 180 mobs. Nothing but 3s. If I was looking for a 3, I wouldn't find them, right? Isn't that how that works? 3s. Like I said, so that's why we're leveling these things. We're doing it now so that later, when we're busy and we're getting ready for stuff and we just want to hit the farm real quick, the farm isn't spending 7 days a week screwing everybody else in the alliance over. See, it's screwing people over when you're not on, not when you're on. You know, that's the problem. Is it's over there spawning mobs every 6 hours. If you've logged in once every 7 days, it's screwing your alliance over for the other 6 days because you didn't do this stuff. Wow, there's an alliance down here. Yeah, they need to fix this hunt thing so I can say, hey, I want to hunt for 2s. Oh, look at there. There's a 2. All right. 12-minute march to go find that 2. So now I got time to go do other stuff. All right. What are we doing now? Now that's defaulting us to the infantry, by the way. And it shouldn't be. So we can build in level 2s now. So train, X, yes. Train, X. Just getting through the quest quickly. And once we get through the first quest, then we'll go build a lot more military tents. And then we can build and log. Now, I think this is broken. Okay, and where it says train T2 distance or above, that is a misprint in text. It's asking us for these infantry. I'm actually going to make those. Infantry are worthless against beasts, by the way. Distance is your friend there. So we're going to start doing this. And then we'll go back and look at finish that quest. So that's a misprint. And I think it's been a misprint for a long, long time. You just finally eventually figure it out because you either do it or you don't. So start training. Start training. Start training. Because we want it building troops. So while we're doing other stuff, we want it doing it. We can upgrade to level 5 stronghold, which means we got to upgrade the wall. Make sure we hit our help button. Now, I'm going to let this level 2 get killed. See, I'm so far from that alliance that I could never join those. Okay, so I'm telling you to spend like 20 bucks, make this thing easier on yourself. Go to building. No. Growth. Don't spend any money there either. Honestly, the build gear should be in there. If you're in a brand new kingdom and you want to get ahead really, really, really quickly, this is where you spend the money to get ahead really quickly, is in your creation. Because if you get to floor 8 before everybody else, you got more of everything, and you're getting free airship XP every single week. And what I'm looking for is the building gear. And is it on the equipment page now? Demon Hunter. Don't come in here trying to buy this equipment gear right here, even though it's 99 cents. Not necessary. You're going to get all that stuff for free from the shooting gallery as soon as you open the shooting gallery up. So building. Been moving stuff around. Growth. Oh, there we go. So there's the $4.99 Epic construction gear. honestly, if you're in an older kingdom and you want to get ahead, uh, and so where's the 1991? We're looking for the $19 one. Some of these events give it away. I got it for free on something I had Splendor on. Make sure they're not doing that right now. Build your castle. Reach castle level 5. Hell, we're heading there. Airship to level 20. We're heading there. And patrol the city. Executive logins day. Well, we've got one of those, so we're going to get some loot on that. So we got guards right off the bat now. That's different. Point, confirm. Not good guards, but we got guards. Can't do that yet. Watch our free timers pick up here. And upgrade. Make sure we hit our help button. Claim. And we are still minutes out on our march, aren't we? So once this actually hits, where are we at? Top up gold bundle, gather food. Multiple marches needed. All right, so we're heading to Castle 5. Once we break Castle 6, we're stuck in this kingdom. So if you randomly are picking older kingdoms, stop here and get all your little stuff done while you monitor KC, the kingdom chat, and see if it's a bunch of just hood rats that you don't want to deal with. If they're yelling buy a bubble, you just need to buy a bubble, yeah, leave that kingdom. It's going to turn into a disaster because that's an antiquated method. It's out of date. It's ended about 5 months ago. You have joined a strategy game. You have not joined a war game. And the people who are killing people inside their kingdom are screwing you over from having any long-term strategic with the 100 other players that you're playing with. So what you want to do is you want to click subscribe. You want to turn the bell on, because on these event notices, you need to be notified quickly about things. All right. There's going to be more and more of these things. I'm going to get you all the way to C16. This is going to be in a playlist. Okay, so if you want to just scan through the playlist as you build your stuff up, or you can hit the rewind and go back through it faster. You saw I clicked real fast because this was how to build quickly. I mean, I'm titling it that way, and you may have caught it on a browse, but it's going to be the name of the thumbnail, and it's going to be the name of the title of things. So it's reason you should have clicked on it. And you're going to want to get in here and spend some time getting some march stuff done. Now we got some. Let's go back to the catacombs while I still got some time waiting for that march to hit. Oh, that's called the dock. The doctor. Everything's docked because it's down there by the shipyard. All right. And then we got our dailies. But we're going to go back into creation. We're going to get as far on this as we possibly can. Usually when you see a chest right off the bat, that's also a head in the wrong direction. Now this is somewhat of a chore, just so you know. It's not like it's a lot easier than it used to be. And then once you clear these levels, certain levels you can go back and plunder, which means you can go hit them 10 times real quick and just auto loot them. You can select the mobs. On these 3 ones, you're going to want to normally kill the outer ones first and then kill the center. Early levels, it doesn't matter. So we're going to go through this real quick. This would be one of these levels I think you can plunder again. And we're going to plunder it for loot to build gear with so we can get further. Because it's a stamina, it does rebuild. Because we hit a mob, we know we're going the right way. Even though we hit that chest. And then that's going to be 6. Now, one of the things we're going to monitor, because this is going to be over the course of several videos, is we're going to monitor how long it's taking me to do this, so that I don't do like movie magic. And now I'm going to go in here and plunder. That's going to give me more patterns, more loot, right? And then that's going to take me over to my creation armory, designs. Now, every other game you see, oh, I can make a weapon. I promise you, make these things, make the chest first, because defense matters. All right, now that didn't cost us 1,500 gold. Go back out there and see what other gear I can make, because we're gonna be patient and wait for our loot. I'm not gonna burn gold up. Gold is still precious, so we're not gonna burn it up. Besides that, all I gotta do is go in here, hit a couple more floors that I gotta do anyway. See, I've already done 4. So I already know I'm going the wrong way. Because I'm going to have 2 mobs and a final. So if I've already done 4, and I know I'm going to be within 6, I'm 1 too far. And 1 to the corner ain't going to cut it because I'm not far enough. There's a red arrow over who you're targeting. I'm going to move that arrow over to the bat. So I'm not getting hit by 3 mobs at once, because the side mobs are easier to kill. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, people are hitting the help button. Because remember, I transferred to an active kingdom, active alliance. Even though it's 5 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, still active. Because my European guys, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. I got my Germans in there. Now see, we're still not taking any damage. because I put the chest on first. When we stack defense going through here, we'll get a lot further than we ever will stacking health and things. So when we start dropping crests, we're going to want to start putting defense in and start building our defense crest up first. That's going to be too far. Let's watch. We're not taking any damage up there. Now the boots have a little bit of defense on it, but the helm has more. Plus the helm has health. So when you do start taking damage, you live longer. So I just watched that helm drop. Let's make sure we're still building troops. We want to be multitasking. So we want to level our ship up as much as we can. So I want to get some of those Red Guard rallies. Now, if we're returning a march back, this is the beauty here. So I can go special. I'll burn those things up, just get them out of my bag. Let me see if I got my other account still open here. Now if I teleport, my march will return instantly. Which is a nice. People will spend that when you get to where you're making hundreds of thousands in gold. Okay, so let me go down to not what I want to do. And this is a game where you can't share gold with other players. So you're kind of prevents gold selling. So I'm going to send a teleport invite. Alliance teleport. Now, what the teleport invite did was it teleported me as close as possible to the leader of the alliance, which happens to be me, which I happen to be parked teleport. Oh, it's actually going to make me recall these troops for that kind of teleport. And you notice this little present package? There's no gifts in there. The gifts to them, you're going to give them money. Alright, so we're going to have to wait the 5 minutes to teleport. But it's going to put me right next to them. And you see my little farm thing that I got going around here. Like, so we're building this up as a player or a farm. This is how you'd build a player account. No difference. As fast as we could build it. So let's go back to our creation. And you see our creation's gotten some talent points to play with. Up our defense a little more. And we're going to plunder. And we got more talent points. Up our defense a little more. always be doing research, right? We want to do our construction faster if we can. So we're going to go to craft on our helm. Equip that. And then we're going to do our weapon if we got the materials for it. Equip that. And we'll show you that, I guess. So we got 3 pieces. Now you see creation defenses on the helm as well as health. Alright. And then on the chest piece, high defense number. Now it's got ammo and things like that because the green pieces are universal for all 3 specs. Our concern is the defense number. Besides that, we are not going to spend much time in green. If you did something like buy the purple loot or the level 45 loot, you're going to be forever till you get enough material drops to make it. So wait a little bit to do that. You got to get some plunders out of the way. If you want to power level up. And one of the reasons you do that is if you're number 1 in the catacombs in your new kingdom, bright and early on Sunday, you get 1,000,000 airship XP. So if this was a brand new kingdom and I come in here Saturday, now we wouldn't have the event if I was in a brand new kingdom. They wouldn't give us this event. So there's an advantage. This is another advantage to leveling fast in an old kingdom. So if you're wanting to be active and you're willing to put the work in, doesn't take but a couple months, which you're going to spend the couple months anyway, but you'll be a low level player for that couple months. All right, so let's get in here and get this. Area where we can do some more plundering done. See, we're still not taking any damage. Now this is the final boss on this stage, so we're going to take a little damage, but not enough that he's going to hurt anything. And then usually the next phase, the first 2 bosses will be easier, and then the one that you can plunder will be a little bit harder. So that troop health we're getting is on our actual character. And troop stats are very important stats. So we're a little stronger for doing our beast kills. We're a little stronger for doing any mob kills. And it'll help us get a couple levels in the spirit mines once we get to level 10 to open that up. I don't think they made that earlier. We'll find out. We'll go look and see what it tells us if I try to get in there. See, we're not taking damage anymore. Reason I'm not worried about these little coin chests is until we get to the point of, we're going to get to a point where we're plundering all the time to advance in the catacombs, and then you're going to build up like 10,000 coins doing plunder twice a day. So we got our first blue pattern. All right, need 100 of them. That's why we're going to be plundering. And then as we get through some of these levels over here, it's going to give us a full one at the end of the area. So we see ourselves starting to take damage. So we'll finish this level, and then we'll go backwards and see what we can plunder and make sure that we can build more armor. Not that we couldn't get through these levels, but we're only going to get one or two, and it's better to use the stamina to start getting the gear you'll need later than it is to burn stamina on a failure. Catacombs is a long game. We're talking months to get to level 8 if you do it twice a day properly. Hopefully, over the course of this video, we will. So it doesn't matter how fast we power level our castle, Catacombs has its own restrictions and limits, so it's separate from the rest of our castle. Oh, did I just rush in to grab another deal real quick and I didn't mean to? Oh, wait a minute. I hit a mob, so I know I'm going the right way. This ability down here adds 10 to whatever your weapon is. So it's good on the low level. Just sucks at the high levels. It's a useless waste of stamina, of a mana. Now the blues drop 2 patterns each, so when we plunder there. So make sure I picked up my chest. We're going to go ahead and plunder that. That one's already plundered. And then we're going to plunder this one. Oh, I didn't kill that one yet. We're going to kill this one so I can plunder it. And I really should have gone out and before I made a mistake and got the rest of my green gear. But this is an easy enough mob. Leave floor. Get loot. And plunder if I can, but I can't plunder but once. Do the one-time plunder. Now I'm out of stamina. I'm done with my creation for the day, or for about 12 hours. So I got more talent points. We're going to max up our defense. Start increasing our attack. And we're going to go to Armory, Designs. We got a new one in Gloves. Craft that. Put that on. And we are still wanting to slay that level 3 beast, aren't we? But we got some build your castle stuff. Claim that. 5 minutes. Those are training speed ups too. My gosh, that text is so stinking. Reach castle level 7. So this is a 7-day event, 9 days. I will definitely do this during the video deal. That level 15, 16, we'll see. And then patrol your city and the airship's power. Airship's level 20, which we're at 14 now. We're going to check and see if when they open Spirit Mines. You must be castle level 16, which is what it was before. And expeditions is 15. And I didn't see harvest. What is this? Oh, that's the event I'm playing. Just out of curiosity. That event is not on the higher level castles, just so we know. Uh, growth. We can trap factory. Well, they're just giving me guards away, aren't they? So, guard roster. And what's the other one I got? It was this one. Which, Turing's a good guard. Because he's got damages. So, he's a good guard early. And next video we'll do a little payment. We'll put a play card on this thing and do a little spin, and I will pick a wise spin there and make sure that the $19 gear isn't gone. All right, guys. This is Rogers Raiders. This is going to be part of the thing. This is how to level your castle quickly. We're at level 7 right now, and while we're logging off, we're going to turn around and get another upgrade of our walls going, right? All that stuff, and then we'll be level 8 and we'll start from there. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.